Many people would be surprised when we cast Isis as the first ever transgender woman on Top Model, but I had no idea that she would become famous all over the world. And when you take a look at the photos surrounding me, it's just as shocking to realize that Isis once looked like this. Yeah, let's take a look at Isis's journey. She's gone from the background of a picture to the headlines of magazines and newspapers everywhere. Isis is the most talked about top model of all time. This girl is absolutely amazing. And my staff said, Tyra, there's something a little different about that girl.
I was born physically male, but mentally, everything else, I was born female.
Being the first transgender top model contestant proved difficult at times. But Isis never gave up.
I'm here, I'm myself. This is how I've always been. Transition on that, I'm me.
And her determination has inspired countless others. Everybody stand up for Isis! Stand on up for Isis! She had no idea that I was about to introduce her to someone who could change her life. I invited somebody here today. Dr. Marcy Bowers, the country's premier genital reassignment surgeon.
I'd like you to come out to do your surgery, assuming you want me to do your surgery. I want to do this for you.
Thank you. This is not happening.
But it was happening. It was happening. It was Isis's dream. Check this out. It's 5 a.m., the morning of the surgery. Isis and her mother are heading to the hospital.
Get the wheelchair, and we're going to go ahead and get your wheel down to anesthesiology. All righty. Ready?
In less than 5 hours, Isis will emerge from her deep sleep to find that her journey is complete.
You ready? No turning back now. I'm okay. I feel okay. Lord, please help Isis in her journey and what she wants to do. Just help her to be the woman that she wants to be. Go.
It took 4 hours and 15 minutes to change Isis into an anatomical female. Dr. Bowers is there to assure her that everything went just fine.
Do you feel different?
Only pain.
Only pain? Yeah, you'll have some pain. It looks so well, so beautiful.
Oh,
Bella looks pretty. We got lots of depth. Even the pelvis is plenty wide. So everything was good.
It's almost like I was supposed to have it.
Almost like you were supposed to have it. Right? So I would say so.
The healing process is long and at times painful. From her first meal to her first steps, everything is a struggle.
Just relax as much as you can. Take a deep breath and just relax.
But I know to Isis, it's that struggle that makes the reward that much sweeter.
I'm doing good, Tyra. I'm making it through. Kind of better. I can't wait to really be able to walk stand up for more than a second and just walk in my runway that I love so much.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Are we ready to see Isis now? Come on out here, Miss Isis. So you were in a lot of pain in that video, but you just came out here runway walking and strutting your stuff. Are you in pain right now?
No pain.
Really?
Although, you know, it was very recent. I just knew what I had to do, and I was just ready to get back to the real me, the regular me, who I am. So.
Tell me about the first time you looked in the mirror. You know, really looked in there.
Oh, okay. Well, although it was, you know, swelling and bruising and everything, you know, I automatically felt more comfortable, you know, ready to just walk around the house with just my little shorts. And, you know, I just felt more confident, you know.
Well, you have somebody very special in your life right now.
Yeah.
Isis has a boyfriend. What's his name?
His name is Desmond.
Hi, Desmond. How are you? Come on up here, Desmond. Come on up here. Hello, Desmond. So how long have you guys been together?
About a little over a month now.
A little over a month. And you met where?
We met 3.5 years ago on MySpace.
On MySpace, okay. You met on MySpace. And did you know that she was transgendered when you met her?
I did know. When I met her, she was a male. We were...
So were you dressed as a guy back then?
At the time, yes, I was about to start my transition, but he's a graphic designer, and at the time I was very big on my designs and my fashion design, so we kind of wanted to collaborate on a few things. It was more from like a friend perspective, and then it became like a best friend. He became my male best friend.
So tell me about Isis and why you love her.
She's strong, she's beautiful, she's my soulmate. You know, we were best friends for about 3.5 years. You know, it was never anything on that level. We just loved each other and cared for each other, just grew. We both helped each other in our dating situations.
But I heard you had a dream about her, though.
Yes, I did.
When you were just friends.
When we were just friends, I had a dream that I was getting married. And as the bride came down the aisle, you know, we were in some place tropical. We were on a cliff. The bride came down the aisle. It was Isis. I lied to her. I told her that she got married, and, you know, she wanted to know what he looked like, how tall was he, was he dark? And I told her it was somebody else, and after a while, it just weighed really heavy on my heart, and I had to tell her it was me.
I can tell that your voice is shaking now, that you really love her.
I do.
I can tell. Okay, I'm sure everybody wants to know. It's a question that I do have to ask, because I know it's on the mind of all of you at home. Would you consider yourself gay, or bi, or...?
She's a female. I would consider this to be a heterosexual relationship. I don't look at her, I never did look at her as a man. You know, when I first met her, she was a man, but when I talked to her, everything was female. Like, she was supposed to be a female. She is a female. I'm straight. She's a woman.
We'll be right back. When Isis became the first transgender finalist on America's Next Top Model, she also became the most talked about, the most blogged about, the most Googled woman in top model history. Less than 1 month ago, Isis underwent genital reassignment surgery, and we've been following Isis from the very beginning of her journey, from being an anatomically male to being a woman that she's always felt that she was. Joining us is Isis and her boyfriend Desmond and her mom Sheree and Dr. Marcy Bowers, the surgeon who performed Isis's very delicate surgery. And by the way, Dr. Bowers is also transgender. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi. So, Mama, how are you feeling now that your daughter has gone through this surgery? You were there by her side through every step of it.
Yeah. It was fine. It was a lot of work. I had to lift her and actually go back to like changing diapers.
You did?
Yeah, so
you had to go back to changing diapers like she was a little baby again.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I have to ask, you're changing those diapers, and when you changed those diapers before, it was different, right?
A lot different.
And now you're changing those diapers and going, oh my gosh, this is so different.
Exactly.
Yeah?
I felt a little violated.
You felt a little violated. Tell your mom I would love to hear you tell your mom about the support and her being there for you and what that meant for you, because it's so rare. I mean, there are mothers of children who, not transgendered, but are gay, and will leave their lives and never speak to them again and excommunicate them from the family. I mean, you went through this process and your mother was there 100%, so I'd love to hear you tell her what her support means to you.
Don't be starting it. I just want to thank you for being there with me. It meant a lot, and I didn't realize it would be so much work for you. I really appreciate it. You know, you've always been there for me, and this just shows that through this, you know, I know that no matter what, you'll always be there for me, and I'll always be there for you. And a lot of what I do is inspired by you and me wanting to help you out, because I know you struggle so much, and just want to help you out with the future, and, you know, one day you won't have to struggle anymore.
Oh, thank you. That makes me proud.
And then Dr. Bowers, I understand that you have a nickname for Dr. Bowers now. What's this nickname?
She's my Mama Marcy.
Mama Marcy.
And these are my 2 daughters.
These are your 2 daughters. So would you say that Isis is a good patient?
Oh.
Or is she not following all of her...
You know we love her. But she was what we call high maintenance.
High maintenance? Are you serious?
Oh, my. We actually have a new nickname for Isis. And I'm sorry.
What is it?
We call her Boo-Boo.
Boo-Boo. High maintenance.
She had a little bit of an accident afterwards, and so...
Oh! On blast right now. Is that normal to have a little boo-boo after the surgery?
Sometimes these happen. I would say she was typical of our younger patients that need just a little bit more hand-holding, and they feel a lot more. And, I mean, imagine, it's just so difficult to go from male anatomy to female anatomy.
Yes.
And so it's, you know, yes, she was delicate.
Delicate. You know, it's okay that you use the bathroom after. I had a colonoscopy, and my mom was in the room with me, and I could not stop farting after. And the whole nurses were walking around and trying to pretend like it was normal, but I saw them snickering. Because it wasn't just like pop, pop, pop. It was like pop, 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 pop. So I'm farting you, boo-boo. It's okay, girl. It's all right. So I know that...
It wasn't... It's just that, you know, when my first time I got up, I don't have that problem. So don't blog about it. Please.
Now, I know there's something called dilating that, that ISIS is supposed to be doing. Explain dilating.
Well, patients that have gone from male to female in their surgery, they need to keep the vagina open because what the body wants to do is it has a tendency to scar back. And so
To
these
close.
acrylic, to close, or stenose is the medical term. But we keep it open with a process called dilation, which is the placement of some acrylic rods inside the vagina. These 7-inch long rods, which are kind of make a girl blush when you first see them, they need to be placed there 3 times a day.
For how long?
3 months, and then the schedule gets less frequent.
Got it. And does it hurt?
It's not pleasurable. It is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Mommy and Desmond already, and Mama Marcy, you know, you missing one. You got to get to work. I'm like, okay.
Gotta do the dilate.
I mean, it's really not, it don't take that long to do, but...
But if you don't do it, what could happen if she doesn't dilate?
Well, the area can reclose again or scar back. And so
then,
actually, we came back one night and we had been out a bit and had some fun. But we came back and had a little mother-daughter pep talk about dilating because she said to me, it hurts too much, I can't do it. And I'm like, oh my God, we came all this way. You are not going to lose your you-know-what.
And so let's talk about that. So is she dilating to be able to have sex?
Yes.
Is that what it is
yes.
for?
To keep the vagina open and to allow, you know, potentially some action.
So Desmond, are you over there going, come on, babe, you got to dilate? Yeah? Yeah. And I have to ask you about the surgery. Can you take us through the steps of making the penis the vagina? How does that happen?
You said one time snip, snip. It's not snip, snip. It's more like rearranging the deck chairs. We're actually using homologous or same tissue parts from male anatomy and converting those to female. So the head of the penis becomes the clitoris. The skin of the penis becomes part of the vagina. The labia are created out of part of the scrotal sac. And part of the scrotum is used to lengthen the vagina. So
wow. I heard it's almost like turning...
It's a little bit like turning
the male anatomy inside out
but
into the inside.
the components are divided.
Wow. Very interesting. We will be right back.